Hi, this is Bully here. This is my 1-11 Wolves in England. Starting goal, you won't believe it. I could have had Schultz, could have had Seaman there, but I've gone for Chris Woods. In training when we weren't playing with the first team of England, he was a great shot stopper, great penalty saver, and I think he should have got more caps, but he's my number one in goal. Onto my back four, I would go left back, I would go Psycho, Mr. Stuart Pearce. His size, massive. Honestly, he was like a brick wall. You couldn't get past him, you couldn't tackle him, you were scared to go even by him, to be fair. He was a great left back man. He was always focused on the game thoroughly and in training as well. And as you say, if I played against him, I was going, go on, you go by him. I don't want to stand by him. But he was a good man. Right back, I would go Andy Thompson. He was a flying pig. He's only about this big, but he used to get up and down that wing like nobody's business, and he could use both feet. 1986, nearly 30 years ago, you wouldn't believe, absolutely scary. Yeah, we walked through the doors down here, and there was tiles falling off the roof, there was water all over the place, cockroaches running all over the place, and we just looked at each other and we thought, what have we done? What have we done? Like coming from West Brom, who was the top of the club there, to Wolves down here. But we never looked back. We roomed together for 7 years on the trot. You know, we had some good times, bad times, sad times, happy times. We've gone through everything, me and Tom, through this club, and it's brilliant, mate. Two centre halves. I'll do the one first. I've got Desi Walker. Des Walker was like a gazelle. He was absolute gazelle. And he's one of these players that, when he gets it in his head, he wants to win, he will win. I was good at over 10 yards. I could turn a centre half, get onto the ball, 10 yards, bang, there you go. I could turn Desi Walker, and before I got my shot in, his legs would come around the back of me, not fouling, just he was that quick, he was that fast, and I found it hard to beat him. Next one is a good friend of mine as well, who used to play here. He's Keith Curl. Keith Curl, similar stature to Desi, tall, thin, solid, rock hard, a good talker, a good speaker, and he's very vocal on the pitch. And he was a great tackler as well. I'm going to play three in midfield. One in the middle, I would put Sid Cowans, Gordon Cowans. Absolutely brilliant. He had got two brilliant feet. He could twist, turn, pick anybody out, left, right, down the middle, over the top. He could pick anybody out. He's one of the most skillfulest midfielders I've ever played with. He was quite quiet, to be fair, when he first came, because the changing room was like really loud down here, Black Country lads. But after a couple of weeks, I think he came, Paul Birch came, and it was the Villa boys then, so he's got somebody to hold his hand and do whatever. But he soon opened up, but he did his talking on the pitch. Right hand side, what can we say? Mr. Round the Bend, Paul Gascoigne. I can say that because he's a good friend of mine. He'd be on the pitch an hour before training, and he'd be on the pitch an hour after training. You get bored in this league sitting around, 24/7 football training. And we had a race day where they give you a video of American racing. And Lineker and Schultz were the bookies at the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races have gone, nobody's won no money. Schultz and Lineker going, come on, yes, we're going to get all the money off them, that's it easy. Last race comes up, done it, and Gaza shouts up because there's a horse there called something like Paul's Destiny or something like that. And Gaza's going, oh, hey, man, come on, let's put your money on. Put your money on this one. No, Gaza, we can't, we got no. He said, go on, get on this one. It was like 16-1, this horse. And went, oh, it's the last one, so we all emptied our pockets, put all our money on. Schultz and Links looked at this, they were, this comes in, we've had it. 2 furlongs to go, this horse is nearly at the front. Come to the line, this horse puts his nose in front, bang, wins. We all jump on Gaza going, yeah, get in there, Gaza, get in, we've won all this money. Gaza stood up, didn't he? And he says at the time, he says, oh, lads, we've got to give him the money back. We went, well, what do you mean? That I took it off us, and now why have we got to give him the money back? He said, well, I watched the DVD the night before. Left side of Gaza, one of our old favourites, Scouser, Paul Cook. He's with Portsmouth at the moment, doing quite well. He had got the sweetest left foot that anybody knew anything about. Honestly, he could pick, he could pick anybody from 100 yards to 50 yards to whatever. He could find me anywhere. He knew where I was over the top, down the sides. He put that ball on a plate for me, and all I had to do was slot it away. The man in the hole, so I got the 4, I got 3, and I want one behind them, and that's Peter Beardsley. Peter Beardsley. He was different class. He was like a little ferret, if you know what I mean. He'd chase, he'd run, he hadn't got the long legs to do it, but he covered ground enormously. He was absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't call him a natural goal scorer, but he would pop up now and again with his long range shot. He was always the playmaker, if you know what I mean. Playmaker, that's why I'd have him behind the front two to say, you two go, I'll get you the ball, I'll back you up, and he did that very well for Newcastle and England. The two I'm going to put up front, yeah, I mentioned Lineker before, but I think that's too obvious for me. The two I've played with that I think are class players, and I've got to have the one in there, is Andy Mutch. He was my right arm when I played here, absolutely brilliant. And the other thing with me and Mutchy was he's from Liverpool, I'm from Tipton. We couldn't understand a word we said to each other, but we knew where it was on the field. And that was the best thing about it. The gaffer used to say to us, you're on a shoestring, where that goes, you go, that go, you go, there you go. And we just blended together. I went near, he went far near. We just did it, it was off the cuff, and it just happened. So the last one I'd put up there is Robbie Keane. He was a very selfish player, very selfish. You know what I mean? I'd run in the box 9 times and the ball wouldn't come in 9 times. I wouldn't go in the 10th and the ball would come in the 10th. I'll go, you little, put it in the box, I'll score. Then we played Norwich away when he scored 2 goals. And I thought he'd just come into the side. Then I thought, he's got something here, he's going to beat my record, he's going to score more goals than me. Absolutely loved playing with him, and I wish I could have played more with him. I'd like to have picked myself to play in that team, but as you can see, the talent in there, I'm not allowed in there. All the supporters and the fans are going to think, you should have had him, you should have had him, you should have had him. But they're the 11, 1 to 11, that I would choose in my team.